least we forget Jason Line is the defending Pro Stock champion of the Full Throttle Drag Racing Series. And he tunes Greg's car. How does that work out? Stat guy.
Well, we looked into the research books. We even called Bob Fry for a consult. We've never had all team finals in all three classes. But, Mike, the team final goes back to Gainesville, 1970. Leonard Hughes, Larry Reyes, and the Candies and Hughes cars.
I remember that final. In fact, Roland Leong was tuning one of the Candies and Hughes cars driven by Larry Reyes, and Leonard Hughes was able to take that win. But right now with Jason Line and Greg Anderson on the starting line, this is a good matchup. Jason and Greg were pretty much side by side in the first two rounds, and then Jason really picked up and made a nice pass in the semis to have that advantage going in the final round. But this is another round, different track condition. We'll see who's going to be able to nail it down the win.
And the advantage might go to Greg Anderson, who had run the last two rounds in the right lane. He's over there in the left because Jason Line, his teammate, had lane choice. And Greg tells me that the right lane, his car hates that lane. It's been spinning the tires right at the hit. So we'll see if it makes a difference with him in the left.
Jason Line never won here. Pretty even off the line.
Even down the track.
Evenly matched cars. Jason Line gets that win. 6:55, his first win at Phoenix at 211 miles an hour.
What have you guys figured out? What'd you do differently this weekend?
Well, honestly, it's just a lot of hard work this winter. I can't say enough about the guys back at the shop working on engines, getting us ready for this point. We couldn't be happier, for all the people at Summit and all the guys back home having a blast.
You're not going to tell me what you figured out in the desert, are you?
Absolutely not. But again, just couldn't feel better about our race team right now.
Congratulations.
Jason Line, you finally break through at this racetrack, your first victory here. How uncomfortable were you coming into this weekend considering the lack of success?
I was not uncomfortable at all. We've been running really well. The guys have been doing a great job. And, thanks to the guys at the shop, I got lucky one more time. So it's for you guys. It's a big deal, really big deal. We didn't had a little tough day at the tree today. Struggled a little bit. Thought I heard Jake say boo to me once. But we got the job done anyway. And it was a great day for the Summit folks. So thank you very much. This is for Ken Black right here.
With the sun starting to set in the west, the track starts to get a little tighter, a little more grip here on the starting line. 91 degrees at the start. I talked with Mike Neff. I said, what do you need to do? He says, we need more horsepower now. We need more clutch. We can't take that team lightly, so we're going to get after it everywhere on this racetrack and try to steal this win.
Mike Neff says he's going to go out there and try to step it up. He's in the better lane. I mean, how much can he step it up? He went 409 in the so-called bad lane, but in 407's low ET of the meet. So it'll be interesting to see what both these cars are going to be capable of doing right now. Neff had to paddle it.
Robert Hyde holds on to it. 4:13, 307 miles an hour. And Robert Hyde has the win for John Ford Racing.
Well, Jimmy Prock, since the debut of you and Robert together, nobody has won more races in Funny Car. How surprised are you at this outcome, being in the less preferred lane?
Well, I knew, Neff was going to be hard to beat over there. Luckily, Robert did his job. He's been really good on the lights this year, and, that's what you need to win. Sometimes you don't have the best car, but he made up for it. Good job, Robert.
Here he comes.
Robert, this is now 8 consecutive years as a pro driver that you've managed to walk off the grounds with at least one Wally. How significant is that to you as you look at your broad-term success?
Well, it really just shows, Gary, the team I've got around me. People always ask, are you nervous being on that team? Is there a lot of extra pressure? It's actually the opposite. It's easier when you have a team like this around you, and you've got guys like Mike Neff. I don't know what happened to him. We were dead, but he did a great job. His car, he was outperforming us. But you know what? We've got John Medlin back. We've got Ron Armstrong with us. In fact, Ron Armstrong's getting this trophy this weekend. He's helped us out a ton. But the Auto Club, Ford, everybody, it's huge to get in this Traxxas showdown. You see the caliber cars out there, and you wonder if you're even going to make it. So we're in.
That Traxxas showdown later this season will provide the winner with a $100,000 payday.
It has been 477 days since Tony Schumacher last scored a win.
But who's counting?
Nobody. Now we're going to see him go up against Antron Brown, his own teammate. You think Ant will give him a little, help him out, make him feel good about himself?
Not
no,
a chance.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and Antron Brown beat him 3 times in finals last year. And Tony had a great race car last year. He just always seemed to come up on the backside of another very good run, even when he would make a very good run. Right now, though, he has a very good car coming into the final round. That car's been consistent, been quick, been fast. That man right there, Antron Brown, you know, it's kind of a cliche. You can never count him out, but he's very good on the lights. He's made some good runs here. Brian Karate's confident that he will try to step it up, and more often than not, it will stick and go and possibly get the win. Look at that.
Antron's got him. Tony Schumacher's going to have to wait. Antron Brown's done it again. 379, 319 miles an hour. The Ant's got to win at Phoenix.
Well, for Don Schumacher, it's a smile regardless, even though it's not his son that gave you your 150th win as a Top Fuel Funny Car owner. All that stuff. What does that number mean to you?
I had no idea the number, but that's awesome. It's been an incredible 12 years that I've been back. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, Antron Brown and the Matco Tools team, along with the Army team, and Tony and Mike Green and Brian Karate and Mark Oswald. I mean, what can I say? They're wonderful, wonderful teams. They're doing a hell of a job out here. We look to raise it to another level.
Antron Brown accept a Wally. And this one may be a bit special because for Don Schumacher, it marks his 150th career win. Every win's special. How good's this one, Ant?
This one's awesome. I mean, that was the team that beat Tony and the U.S. Army team. It was a close drag race, and you have to throw everything out there to have a good race with those guys. And but first and foremost, all the glory goes to God. But we just gotta. This goes out to the Zimmerman family from 2010. I mean, it still weighs heavy on all of our hearts on our Matco team. But my Matco boys, how about that? Matco, Aaron's, U.S. Army, Valvoline, Toyota made this car go. Brian and Mark, they made this Matco car like what it do. So with that being said, I mean, it's been a great weekend, and being here at Firebird is definitely special to me. And I'm just beyond words. I can't thank Don Schumacher enough for what he does. We got some awesome teams, and the U.S. Army soldiers for what they do. So we'll keep marching forward. A lot of Matco distributors here this weekend, so we had a lot of fun, and we're going to keep marching forward. And I guess when you got Aaron's on your car, it's hard to beat.
Indeed. Let's go to John Kernan.
And with Tony Schumacher and Tony, the beat goes on trying to get that win, break that losing streak.
Man, very disappointed. Not in the team, in the situation. We got beat, man. Really long light. We both had good lights. It was an excellent drag race. 2 DSR teams. The Army car is way better than we're showing, but I think we're in second or third in the points. We got a long season, but this one here, I mean, we had this race all day. We've been running good, faster than everybody, and they went once again. Antron's team did what they had to do to beat us, man. It's unfortunate, but for those guys, great job, man. That Matco car is pretty strong right now.
Oh, Antron is fired up. He's got himself a win. Tony Schumacher's going to have to wait for the Gator Nationals at least to get that next win.
Hold that up again. There you go.